In today's tutorial, I'll be sharing with you how to draft a dartless cup corset. So if this is your first time of coming across my channel, you're welcome. My name is Gift and you're welcome to Gift and Couture. And if you're seeing this video on Facebook, please do well to like, share, drop a lovely comment in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube. So let's get started. Now this is my pattern paper and I've already gone ahead to draft the basic measurements required. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and show you. Now the first measurement you are going to mark is 1/2 inch, which is going to be used as your top line. So I'm just going to go ahead and label it top line. So from the top line downward, you're going to mark your shoulder slope, which is 1.5, and then from there you're going to place your tape roll and measure your bust point downward. So from the top line down to your bust point, so we are just going to go ahead and label it the bust point. Okay, so from there you are going to go ahead and measure your across chest measurement, which is your armhole line. So to get your across chest, you're going to divide your bust by 6, add 1.5 to it. Sorry, it's not 1.5 to it, and then mark it from the shoulder downward. So you can see the way I place it from your shoulder line downward, and then that's how to get your across chest. And the next measurement is to place your tape roll, mark your under bust, and then your half length. So because it's a corset, we don't want it to be too long from your half length downward. Normally we use 8 inches to get our hip line, okay, but because it's a corset, we are going to use 5.5 because of the boning that you'll be using, and this will allow the corset sit comfortably on your body. All right, so I'll just go ahead and mark the new hip line, which is 5.5, and then connect the line. Go ahead and do the same thing. So I'll just go ahead and do the same thing. So this is the back. I've also gone ahead to mark the top line, which is 1/2 inch, the shoulder line, which is 1.5, the bust point, measure your bust point, half length. So I'll just go ahead and label it. Go ahead and do the same thing as well, and the hip line as well, just like the way we did for the front. This is how we are going to do for the back. We are going to go ahead and mark 5.5, sorry guys, 5.5, and then connect the lines just like what you're seeing on the screen. So we are going to label it the hip. Okay, so just go ahead and label it the hip line. So next thing is to divide your shoulder measurement into 2 and then mark it. Divide your across chest measurement as well into 2. And if you don't know how to get your across chest measurement, just minus 1/2 inch from your shoulder measurement and then mark it. So when you are done, go ahead and connect it just like the way you are seeing on the screen. On the across chest line, you're going to go ahead and divide your bust measurement into 4. So I'll just go ahead and divide mine. Go ahead and divide yours into 4. On your bust point as well, you're going to go ahead and divide your bust measurement into 4. Go ahead and do the same thing. Now the distance from your bust on your chest line, the distance from your bust to your across chest measurement that you measured, divide it into 4 and then mark it. So from your shoulder line down to your across chest measurement, get the midpoint and go in by 0.5 just like this, and then go ahead and connect it with your French curve just like you are seeing on the screen, or you can use your hand. So the next measurement is to go to your waist measurement, your half length. Okay, now because it's a dartless corset, you're just going to remove 1 inch or 1.5 from your actual waistline. Okay, for example, your waist is 30, you're going to divide it by 4, which is 7.5. So remove 1 from it and then mark it. Then on the hip line, you're going to divide your hip measurement into 4 and then mark it. So when you are done, go ahead and connect it just like what you are seeing on the screen. Please remember it's a dartless corset, so I've gone ahead to connect it. So just like this, I'll just go ahead and blend this side for it not to be too curvy. All right, so now that we are done, we are just going to go ahead and blend the bust area as well. So the next measurement is to go to your bust point. Divide your bust span into 2. My bust span is 8. I'll divide it into 2, which is 4 inches, and I'll mark it on the bust point, on the waistline, and on the hip line. Then go ahead and connect it just like what you're seeing on the screen. So the next measurement is to measure our basic neckline. For me, I'll be using 3 inches as the neck width and then 3 inches as the neck depth, and then go ahead and connect the shoulder slope just like what you're seeing on the screen. So measure the neck depth as well and then connect it using your freehand or your French cuff. So now that we are done with this one, next thing is to go ahead and measure where the length of our cuff would be. So for you, you might decide to increase it. So on that bust point, I'll just go ahead and go in by 0.5. This is what you're going to do as well. You're going to mark it on the bust point and on the under bust and then connect the lines. If you're on a bigger bust, you can use 0.75, okay, on that under bust point and under bust. So when you are done, you're going to go ahead and connect the cup using your French cuff like this. Now you don't just connect. Now from your center front, you are going to mark 1.25 inch and then place it and go ahead and connect this cup like this. Now we are going to give a shape on the other side as well. So from your center front, you are going to mark your bust span. For me is 8 inches, and then go ahead and connect the shape of my cup, because this is what we are going to use to draft the corset. Okay, this shape exactly is what we are going to use. Go ahead and do it. It doesn't have to look like you, it has to have that curve. So next thing is to go ahead and measure round the circumference of that cup that you shape, and whatever you have is what we are going to use. Okay, I'm still going to extend the neckline upward. So let's go to the back. So for the back, we are just going to go ahead and divide our bust measurement into 4 and mark it on the bust point. And on the waistline, we are going to go ahead and divide our waist measurement just like the way we did. You are going to minus 1 inch from your waist and mark it. And on the hip line, you're going to go ahead and divide your hip measurement into 4. So when you are done, you're just going to go ahead and connect the lines just like this. So for the back to fit in well, we are going to go out to the waistline and remove half an inch just like the way we usually do to remove our zip bolt. So on the waistline, we are going to remove half an inch and then connect it from your waistline up to your bust point, and from your waistline downward to your hip line. Okay, so just like the way we did to get the across chest measurement for the front, we are going to go ahead and do the same thing for the back. So from your shoulder downward, you are going to divide your bust measurement into 6 and add 1.5 to it, then mark it just like what you are seeing on the screen. So go ahead and connect it with your ruler. On the across back length, you are going to go ahead and divide your across back measurement into 2 and then divide your shoulder measurement into 2 as well. Remember, we have the across front and the across back. All right, so go ahead and connect the lines just like this from your shoulder downward to your across chest measurement. To also get the basic neckline for the back, we are going to use 3 as the neck width and then 1.2 or 1 inch to get the neck depth and connect it just like this, and then go ahead and connect the shoulder slope. On the shoulder slope, we are going to go up by half an inch. This is for the shoulder joining, and then connect it slantly. So go down to your across back measurement and divide your bust into 4. So now the distance from the across back measurement to where you mark your bust measurement, divide it into 2 and then connect your armhole just like what you're seeing on the screen. I'll go ahead and do mine, go ahead and do yours. So when you are done, you can now add half an inch for the sleeve join. So the next thing is to blend your across back measurement with your bust measurement on your bust point. So next thing is to go ahead and remove 1 inch or 1.2. This is for the looping, for those that would be using looping. So you're going to mark 1.5. okay, so now for the back, it depends on how you want it. For me, I just want it from the shoulder downward. I'll be using 9 inches to get the neck depth. So where I mark the 9 inches, I'm going to minus 1.5 from it all the way down to my hip length, and then go ahead and connect the neckline. Okay, if you actually want a different neckline, you can do it as well. You can alter the neckline. Okay, so on the waistline, I'll still go ahead and measure the 1.5 and then connect it to my hip line like this. I'm not going to use the exact measurement on the hip line. Okay, so what I'm doing here is just to mark the length of how the loop is going to be, and then go ahead and slash how the boning is going to be. For example, you don't need to cut out your fabric, you can just use your chalk to label it. All right, so when you are done, next thing is to go ahead and add 1 inch or 1.5 for your seam allowance. Okay, so this is what we have for the back, and for the front we are going to continue because I don't want this video to be too long, and I'm going to divide it into 3 parts: the back, the front, and how to sew the corset. Okay, how to sew the corset. And on the side of this, you can see I removed 2 inches to slant the waistline, the side waist. Okay, for it not to be pointy, I'll go ahead and do the same thing for the front, and then go ahead and add my seam allowance. So if you've watched this video to this point, thank you so much for watching, and in my next tutorial will be on how to draft the cup corset itself. Okay, and the next one, the third video, will be on how to sew the cup corset just like this. What you're seeing on the screen, you can see how firm it is. I use boss caging method, so I'm just going to show you. The video is not too long, everything is ready. I'll just upload it after this one. So thank you.